Good morning, students. So let's start the second part of module 3, that is about sewage treatment. Okay. So this is a sewage treatment plant. So there are different units for sewage treatment plant. So now we can discuss these units under sewage treatment plant. Okay. So sewage treatment or municipal wastewater treatment is the combination of physical biological process with chemical process occasionally applied additionally to bring the sewage to such a quality that is not harmful to human health and environment. So actually the sewage treatment means there will be physical treatment and biological treatment, and also in addition to that there will be chemical treatment where it is necessary. Okay. And the objective of this sewage treatment is to make the sewage to such a quality which is not harmful to human health and environment. Okay. And the treatment of wastewater depends upon the impurities present. So based on the intensity of that impurity, we are adopting the type of treatment. And the impurities present are physical, chemical and biological. And accordingly, the treatment is given as physical, chemical and biological treatment. Okay. And these are some of the treatments which is given for the sewage, that is physical treatment, chemical treatment and biological treatment. Physical treatment means there may be units like screens, and the screens are used to remove large suspended and floating materials, and there is also grit chamber in order to remove the grits, and clarifier in order to remove silt, sand and other heavier matters. So these are physical treatment, that is there is only sieving process and there is no chemical reaction or biological activity. So this is only physical treatment like screens, grit chamber, clarifiers. So we can discuss this later. Next, chemical treatment means we will be adding some of the reagents to remove the impurities. Okay. Next, biological treatment. Example for that units where biological treatment is taking place are trickling filters, activated sludge, then biological contractors, digesters, etc. Okay. So we can discuss all of this later. And next is the purpose of sewage treatment, that is objective of sewage treatment. The sewage is treated before its final disposal because first, in order to kill the pathogenic bacteria present in the sewage, and this pathogenic bacteria may result in waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid, dysentery, etc. So we have to kill these pathogenic bacteria. So that is one of the main objective. The second objective of sewage treatment is to avoid unhygienic condition in the area because of highly fouled sewage. Then another objective, to protect the aquatic life from harmful effects of sewage which is directly discharged into the water body. And next one, the stagnant sewage may percolate into the soil and it will pollute the groundwater reservoir and it may leads to some epidemics. Okay, so in order to prevent the soil percolation, we have to treat the sewage before it's disposed on the land. And the treatment makes the possibility of reuse of valuable fresh water for agricultural purpose. So the sewage after treatment we can use for agriculture purpose. And last one, the treated sewage may be used for reclamation of land filling, etc. So these are some of the objectives of sewage treatment. So next is the classification of sewage treatment. So this sewage treatment is classified into different stages. First is preliminary treatment, second stage primary treatment, and finally we are doing secondary treatment. Okay, so this preliminary treatment actually physical treatment, there is no chemical reaction or biological action. Okay, primary treatment is also physical treatment, and in secondary treatment the process is biological process. Okay, so first we can start with preliminary treatment, and this preliminary treatment consists of removal of floating materials. For example, dead animals, tree branches, papers, plastics, wood pieces, vegetable peels, etc. And also the heavy settleable organic solids like grits. So these all are removed in preliminary treatment. And the preliminary treatment includes screening, commutators, then grit chamber, detritus chamber and skimming tank. So primary treatment, next stage is primary treatment. So here it is a plain sedimentation process to remove the suspended organic solids from the sewage. Then that is after preliminary treatment we are going for primary treatment. In primary treatment there is plain sedimentation process, and this plain sedimentation is done to remove the suspended organic solids from the sewage. And chemicals are also sometimes used to remove finely divided and colloidal solids. Okay, that is primary treatment. And finally we are doing secondary treatment, and the secondary treatment is required to remove the soluble and colloidal organic matters which remain after primary treatment. So after this sedimentation process there may be soluble and colloidal organic matters. So for removing these matters we are doing secondary treatment, and it is mostly biological process, and it is also known as biological treatment. So first we can start with preliminary treatment. So this is the first stage of sewage treatment plant, that is preliminary treatment. So it consists of removal of floating materials like dead animals, tree branches, papers, plastics, wood peels, vegetable peels, etc. And also in this preliminary treatment we are removing settleable inorganic solids. Okay, and this preliminary treatment include screening, communators, grit chamber, detritus chamber, and skimming tank. Okay, so in your syllabus screening, grit chamber, detritus chamber are included. So we can discuss one by one. First is screening. Okay, so screening means it is the removal of large size floating matters by a series of closely spaced bars, and these bars are placed across the floor at an angle of inclination 30 degree to 60 degree. So that is the arrangement of screens, that is there will be series of closely spaced bars, and these bars are inclined at a degree of 30 to 60 degree to the flow of water or to the flow of sewage. That is the arrangement of screens. Okay, so this is screen. So this angle is 30 or 60 degree, that is there are number of bars, and inclination is 30 to 60 degree. And these floating materials, if not removed, will choke the pipes, and it is or adversely affect the working of sewage pumps. So these larger sized particle has to be removed in order to prevent the choking of pipes. Okay, and the screens should be preferably be placed before the grit chamber. So before the grit chamber we are placing screens. However, if the quality of grit is not important, as in the case of landsliding, and screens may be placed after the grit chamber also, or sometimes within the body of grit chamber. So usually the screens are placed before the grit chamber, and in some special cases we can place the screens after the grit chamber also. Okay, and the screens may be cleaned manually or mechanically, and the waste accumulated is removed periodically, which can be disposed of by burial or disintegration, or used as fertilizers. That is, screens has to be cleaned frequently by means of manual measures or by mechanically, and this waste, which is the materials which is collected by the screens, can be disposed by burial or disintegration, or this material can be used as fertilizers if there is no plastics and other chemicals. Okay, and this is a screen, that is there are number of bars, and in inclination it is inclined to the flow of sewage for a degree 30 to 60. Okay, and bar screen means it is a type of screen, that is bar screen, and its purpose is bigger pieces of wood, plastic, metal, rubber, textile, and other waste material out of wastewater is being removed by using bar screens. And depending on the size of the plant, bar screens are either hand or mechanically cleaned. And hand clean means used primarily at small plants. So for small plants we are using hand clean bar screens, and a bar screen consists of series of parallel or steel bars that are placed vertically in the influent of flow channel, and the bars are usually placed or spaced about half to 3/4 inches apart. Okay, so this is bar screen. And this bar screens is designed to catch the large chunks of debris to avoid overloading the smaller screens. Okay, so that is the main purpose. It is designed to catch the large chunks of debris in order to avoid overloading of the smaller screens. So in addition to the smaller screen, we are also placing this bar screen if there is larger sized chunks. And as the screen gets clogged with the rags, the water level upstream will rise. Okay, so we have to clean the screen frequently, otherwise the water level may increase due to the accumulation of these debris. Okay, and if the screen is not cleaned regularly, the upstream water level can back up and flood the structure. So we have so it's very important to clean the screens frequently, because we are collecting large sized particles using the screens, so it has to be removed frequently, otherwise it may cause flooding of the structure. So this is bar screen. Okay, so the one of the main mechanism under preliminary treatment is by using bar screen, and after that we are placing grit chamber, detritus chamber, etc. So we can discuss it these units in the next video. Thank you.